Hi, hello. This is Tutor from Uplatz training. So, in the present session of SAP Simple Finance HANA, we will be learning about special purpose ledger configuration. In the last concept, we have learned about the consolidation. Now, here we are going to learn about the special purpose ledger. So, special purpose ledger is configured when you are operating multiple clients' data. So in S/4HANA, as the database, or you have two types of deployments, on-premise as well cloud version. So this data is applicable for your multiple client systems. So we maintain data based on the multiple clients. So a special purpose ledger need to be activated. So the configuration steps for the special purpose ledger. First, the basic settings have to be configured. In that, first you're going to maintain the perform preparation. So preparation steps, whether this special purpose ledger is updated based on your company code, based on your chart of depreciation, that details have to be maintained here. So SPRO, menu path, SAP reference IMG, financial accounting, then you have special purpose ledger, basic settings, then performance preparation. So here it would check your data. So whether this particular special purpose ledgers activated for your local ledger or global ledgers, that information have to be given. So here what we do is we maintain this company code configuration for all your go local as well as your global ledger configurations. So that is why the local ledger as well as global ledger text box is ticked over here. Go back one step. Now edit coding block. So here one of the advantage here is we have a high extensibility of extending your coding blocks. So extension of this coding blocks configuration are done here. So a path is same: SPRO, SAP reference IMG, financial accounting, then special purpose ledger, basic settings, then you have edit coding block. So it's a warning message to us. Yes, as we are going to change the available program data, so it would give you a warning message, nothing but the caution point to check your data. Enter. So this information or this particular changes will be done on your productive system. So it says that on the productive system we don't have a edit access. Instead it says that you have only a display access. So here it is display. So enter. So when you enter, you can see here. So the coding block, we have SAP standard account assignments as well as customer defined account assignments. So when you talk about SAP standard account assignments, these are related to your asset, orders, funds, functional areas. These are all your standard SS. So in this we can also see the standard business area assignment, sales order assignment, cost center assignment. Likewise, we will get into the customer specified assignments also. So these are customer specified assignment. We have it in include structure and we have also an appending structure. So for technical purpose, you can select the coding block and click on technical view. Yeah. So here we can see the table entry for the coding block. So in this, it says that coding block customer includes. So we have different fields. For example, special region which we have made active yesterday for our customer fields. We have done in our last session. We have assigned customer fields for the various scenarios. That is why the special region is also applicable here. Business partner details, product group details, is city, and what is the location, what is the state details, what is the business partner details. Here it is maintained in English. So actually the original languages, or anyways it would be German, but the display language is in English as we have configured or implemented for the English. Go back. So here we also go with the tables data. Master data information. So what are your activities which you are going to maintain in this particular special purpose ledger? So maintain data or maintain master data information over here. Maintain activities. Path SPRO, SAP reference ING, financial accounting, special purpose ledger, basic settings, master data. Then you have maintain activities. So here we can see the activity status. We have a change activity. We can also create the activity from scratch. We can also the change activity status available as well. For this particular activity created, we do have a display access and also the delete activity status. So here we go with the change activity or create activity first. So transaction, hit F4 and select the transaction which you wanted to make create it. So here we have got the transactions. For example, okay, we'll go with the GL activity actual transaction or GL plan assessment. So you, or else from which you want to copy it, reference transaction. So the same have to be copied from the COFI copy, which is CO finance postings. Enter. Okay, so let us create our own activity. Enter. Okay, because it cannot be created on our own because it is an SAP namespace. So in order to create this, first of all, we need to have an authorizations from your SAP team. Then we can particularly create this particular transactions. Then maintain field movements. So this is the transaction or this is the configuration relating to your movement types or movement keys in your materials management, which is basically done with your movement keys, or which are also called as transaction keys. So when you execute and hit enter here, so we do have different moments like triple zero, double zero, double zero, double zero one, triple zero one, triple zero two. So these are all the standard movement types available. So we can also create our own movement types here. But again, it is depends on all the SAP standard. So let's select 0003. We can create here. Enter. Yeah, same thing. You cannot create field grouping codes with begin with numbers. So let us create a Z based, enter. So this is basically a direct postings from FI. This is maintained, if you see the table name, this is particular data maintained in the global data table. Now direct postings from FI, MM and SD. If you want to maintain new entries, yes, we can maintain your new entries. So maintain the available data. Save it. Save in the request. Go back. Ledger. So define ledger group. We have already defined the non-leading ledger here, but especially now you are going also have to be created a special purpose ledger, because the main special purpose ledger is all maintained on your technical names. So in order to display that special purpose ledger in your organizational structure, we have to define the ledger here. So define ledger. Path is same. SPRO, SAP reference IMG, special financial accounting, special purpose ledger, basic settings, master data, ledger. Then you have defined ledger. So double click on create ledger. So we will copy it from the available ledger, reference ledgers. So let's say we'll go with the local ledger. GLT1, and here the ledger will be created as NL. Okay, so because NL we gave it for non-leading ledger, so I have given SL. It is not allowing us to create. So even for this create access have to be taken. Now define ledger environment. So here the ledger environment details have to be configured. So before we enter into ledger environment, let us see the overview of this particular ledger environment here in special purpose ledger configuration. So we say this particular ledger configuration is based on your daily special ledger. Now, what is the meaning of the daily special ledger? Basically, we have three ledger environments here. One is related to your daily special ledger, and the other one is a general ledger, and the other one is monthly average ledger. So usually in general practice, we go with the daily special ledger itself. But when you talk about the general ledger or monthly average ledger, we go when we do the grouping or the consolidation purpose. Usually, a daily special ledger consists of your 366 periods, and this ledger type is updated directly by postings in FI. Nothing but here, no separate configuration will be done for your daily special purpose ledger, special ledger. It will be directly updated from your postings in FI. General ledger. So usually this ledger contains 12 periods plus your special periods, nothing but the monthly ledger. And this ledger type is updated directly by postings in FI. So nothing but you call it as a special monthly ledgers. Then you have monthly average ledger, where it contains the average account balances for 12 periods, and system calculates these figures from the date of the daily special ledger and general ledger. So how the system configures this is based on your daily special as well as the general ledger. And then comes your basically this will happen in your multi-currency accountings, multi-currency accounting when you're maintaining multi client projects. Here we also go with the multi-currency postings, and by this multi-currency postings data, the daily transfers and the balances will be updated. So let us create this ledger environment. So define ledger environment. Click on new entries. Hit F4 and select the ledger environment. So you can see monthly ledger or daily ledger. Let us go for daily ledger. Monthly ledger. Enter. Save. Now select the row, double click on ledger assignment. Click on new entries. Now here you're going to maintain the ledger types. So whether it is your general ledger, monthly average special ledger, or your daily special ledger. So let's say general ledger and hit F4 and select the ledger. So let's say leading ledger, enter, save. Likewise, we are going to update it same for the other two ledgers also. Go back. Select the special ledger. Double click on ledger assignment. New entries. So ledger type here, it would be monthly special average ledger. Hit F4 and select the ledger. So for this also we will update the 0L, the leading ledger concept. Enter, save. Go back. Select the third ledger. Double click on ledger assignment. New entries. Hit F4 and select your delay ledger. So here we will update the non-leading ledger, consolidation ledger, which we have created. Enter, save. Go back. Go back. So this is the ledger environment which we are creating. Save the data. Now define average ledger in new general ledger accounting. So here this average ledger configuration, we have to maintain it in new ledger, nothing but the new general ledger concept. So the path is same till your average daily ledger. Then you have here define average ledger in new ledger accounting. So here we are. Click on new entries. Now your ledger, hit F4 and select your ledger. So 0L the ledger we have given here. General ledger, totals table. So here you are going to update in the totals table. So we know that here the table is AC Doka. So let us update the table name as AC Doka. Enter. Okay, so it is not allowing us. So we'll update the FAGL Fagelplexed, the total table, enter twice. Okay, so 0L, or else you can go for hit F4 and select your ledger group. We went for 1L, enter. Okay, so we have given a ledger code, enter, save, select the row, double click on versions, new entries. So here version 01, and we will say it is a current version. So basically you can call it as current version or current plan. Enter, save, enter in the request, go back, again. Now, assign average ledger to the company code. So this particular ledger, whatever special purpose ledger we have created, whether it can be a daily ledger or special ledger or a monthly average ledger. So that you're going to assign it to your company code. So give the ledger, hit F4 and select the ledger. So we have created a daily ledger, enter. Enter. Okay, so let us go for the available ledger, enter. Now here it will assign for your company codes. Now click on new entries, give your company code, enter. Now always we know the currency one would be your company code currency. So C2 is nothing but your currency 2. So always your currency 2 would be your group currency. Enter. Click on no. Enter. Save the data. Go back. Let us go back. Now you're going to assign your particular document type also for this average ledger. So assign document types your application, your average ledger configuration. So new entries. So assign document types. What are you assigning? You're going to maintain it as an auto correction to post documents, or you want to move and average, move and merge it, or you want to calculate monthly averages. So usually we go with the use auto correction. So document type Z1, and here the document type status would be your present document type. So we have created a Z1 and Z2 document types. So here the integration of the document types takes place. Consolidation postings, enter, save the data, enter in the request, go back. I'll try to stop the settings for you. Go back. So extraction of data. So what are the settings which are created for extraction of your data based on your special ledger? Nothing but the average ledger balances. So click on IMG activity, new entries. So what is the settings? How are you going to extract it? So based on this particular configuration, then the data will be extracted. So is that your prior day balance or prior month balance ledger based on monthly sales, or based on the year to date balance, or based on current day activity, on this particular local currency, group currency, you maintain the changes. Go back. So yes, if you are maintaining a move and merge configuration in your document type application, then number range maintenance for that move and merge we are going to make it. But we have not used that as a configuration, so we are nowhere entered into that. Next, so here more than one company code data can be existing. So here we are going to maintain the global company code data, path is same till master data, maintain global company. So copy global company. So if you have any global company reference, so you can go hit F4 and select the global company reference. So let's say one of the global company I'm giving. One second. So let's say test company and target global company. So let's say STC. Or else we would give the reference company a normal company details. Enter. So click on yes. So it is very caution point. So once you maintain it, so that particular data will be created and executed. Enter. So copying is carried out. Go back. So if you want to delete, change, edit, we can do it in this configuration. Now maintain company code. So we have done the company information. Now you're going to maintain the company code assignments. So double click on copy company code assignments. So here also the reference company code, hit F4 and select the reference company code. So TA01, and the target company code we can give the mentioned company code also. For this company, enter. Again, this is a caution point. Hit enter, save. Yeah, even the fiscal year also will be transported. So check the fiscal year variants also. So along with the fiscal year, the changes have been done and copied. Close the screen. Now maintain the integrated master data. So here you are going to maintain the integrated master data information. So how the data is integrated, that we are going to configure it here. So nothing but master data information. Till now we have done with the company information, company code information, field movements, fiscal year movements, document types. Now we are going to do the master data. So master data can be your GL master data, your vendor master data, your customer master data, as well as your asset master data. Path is seen till average ledger, new entries. Now here you're going to maintain the ledgers. So master data check, you're going to do it. So instead of maintaining the new table entries, so we will go with the available table entry. So let us go with the Fagel Flexit. Second position. Yeah, so these are all the related to your Flagel Flex entries. So AECT is nothing but your account number, field name. So DOCT is your document type. So like that, RComp is again your company name. BUCARAS is your company code details. So let us go for RComp in the table name. Double click on the particular RComp. So here says it is a company. And for this, the total database table is FILC, structure for reporting table. So here, if you want to make any changes, we can still make, but it is advised that when you are checking the master data information, we are not going to work beyond the standards. Go back. Now, enhancements. So the main feature of this particular S/4HANA Finance Special Purpose is your enhancements for your master data. So what are the enhancements you're going to have it in S/4HANA? So as a configuration says develop. So basically it will be developed based on your technical specs. So we are not going to develop any enhancements for this particular master data here. So we are going to maintain the fiscal year variants for your special ledgers, like we're maintaining your monthly ledger, your daily ledgers. For this particular ledger, you're going to maintain the fiscal year. So I'm going with the same, the available fiscal year. So let's say SL, let's say special purpose ledger. So we say there are number of 12 number postings and 4 special postings. So as it is a special purpose ledger, we are not going to maintain any other data, nothing but your special posting periods data. Select the row, double click on period text, new entries. So here with the enhancement is earlier when we configure the fiscal year, we just used to maintain it in the periods, right? Where we are going to maintain the periods and the fiscal year shifting and all. But here we can also configure the fiscal year text along with the language. So English, then the period. So let's say 01. Text is again SPL, what I'm saying. So special purpose ledger. Enter, save. Now double click on periods, new entries. So these are the fiscal year variants which we know how to configure it. Enter. Go back. Now maintain user tables. So here this is table entries. We are not going to maintain any separate user tables, but will have a consistency check over this user tables. So these are the user tables available. So GLT1, GLT0 is all your general ledger user tables. Copy. So what all the fields you want to copy it from the available user table to the customized user table. So select the row, click on copy as, give your quote. So click on copy all. Enter. Save the data. Enter. Go back. So validations. So maintain local validations. So the validation concept have to be done in the special purpose ledger also. So this validates the ledger posting. So once you validate the ledger posting, the total data covers up. Click on maintain local validation. Click on new entries, your company code. So in the last class, we have done with the validation also. So here also we maintain that. Let's see whether it takes up the same validation point. So we want to maintain this special purpose ledger based on your document header validation. Yeah, enter. So we can write S for your company code. This is your special purpose ledger. Enter. Okay. Save the date. Go back. Save the data. Now maintain global validation. So this is a validation which is done only at your company code level. But when you maintain a global validation, it is updated or it is valid for all the company level, global level. New entries, call point. Hit F4 and select. Yeah. Enter. Save. So we are maintaining validations at the company code level as well at the global level. So global level is nothing but your client level or company ID level. Save the changes. Go back. Okay. So this is all about your special purpose ledger configuration. Thank you.